Hello, Scrappers. Jero here. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone for continuing to listen to our little show. We're closing in on both episode 200 and our 3-year anniversary. And just recently, we hit the incredible milestone of 200,000 total downloads, which just blows my mind to even think about. And we couldn't have done any of it without your support. The ratings and reviews, the word-of-mouth recommendation, and especially the support of our amazing patrons has allowed us to continue to grow and improve, and I look forward to the next 200 episodes, the next 3 years, and the next big download milestone. This is Pod Against the Machine. Hello, Scrappers. Jero here. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone for continuing to listen to our little show. We're closing in on both episode 200 and our 3-year anniversary. And just recently, we hit the incredible milestone of 200,000 total downloads, which just blows my mind to even think about. And we couldn't have done any of it without your support. The ratings and reviews, the word-of-mouth recommendation, and especially the support of our amazing patrons has allowed us to continue to grow and improve, and I look forward to the next 200 episodes, the next 3 years, and the next big download milestone. This is Pod Against the Machine.
Pod Against the Machine. Against the Machine.
Welcome back to Pod Against the Machine, the only Pathfinder actual play that dunks bloomin' onions every time we go to see the Blue Chainman Group. I'm your host, and here's everybody.
God, remember bloomin' onions?
I do.
Do they not have those anymore? I haven't been in Outback in like 15 years.
I just haven't been in a long time.
I used to get free bloomin' onions at the fair every year because I knew a guy, but I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
Man,
Dang.
We need a bloomin' onion guy.
we do.
I love
Right
a bloomin'
in.
onion guy. Right in.
If you want to be our bloomin' onion guy, there is a job opening.
Yeah, or if you just want to connect us with one, if you want to be our Bloomin' Onion liaison.
And
Hello.
by job opening, we mean unpaid internship opening.
Yeah, I mean, to be clear, the bloomin' onions have to be free.
And the credit is non-transferable. So don't think that this is going to help you out, students. But do apply.
Let's see, what
Hey. Aw.
what happened last week on the program, which was only a week ago in real life and in game life.
Totally.
The party followed the normal child that didn't have any skin and had glowing red eyes. They followed the normal child for about half a mile, had a respectable difference, until that child came to a rock wall covered in some old crusty vines. Then the child pushed through the rock wall, kind of shoving the vines aside, and slipped into the cave behind. The party had a little conversation about what to do about, weird glowy eye kids going into walls. And then they decided that Tarazi would go in invisibly and just check out the scene. So Tarazi went in invisibly and discovered that it was actually a false wall of the valley, and there was a whole secret other valley beyond, where there was like a decrepit former village and like a balcony and a ziggurat of all things. He tracked the child over to a stairwell. Looks like the child went up on a balcony. Luckily, he was super sneaky, so he wasn't detected. He went back out, talked to everybody. He did see a bloomin'. I forgot, one of the fallen down houses had a bloomin' in it, so he told everybody. He came back out and brought the whole crew in to attack the bloomin' group. It turned out that these were Velstrax, and the party did a pretty good job dispatching them rather quickly. There were 4 total bloomins, despite only 1 being visible at first. And they managed to overcome the regeneration of the chitons or Velstrax or whatever you want to call them, or bloomins. using the power of a tiny silver shovel. And that's where we are now.
I forgot about the shovel.
It's like when they give you like a spork or like another like plastic spoon to try to do a cutting or stabbing job, but you just insist on doing it because you don't want to go up and ask for more silverware, because you already told them you didn't need more. That's what we're doing with the shovel 4 times.
I will express my disappointment that upon finding this hidden valley, no ranch.
Not a single one.
Yet.
That's true. What's behind that door in the ziggurat? We open it and it's just a deluge of ranch. Somebody has cast a spell to have limitless ranch, and they really blocked off this whole valley to keep the Scar of the Spider from becoming flooded yet again, as was probably responsible for the Starstone Earthfall.
Yeah, there's
everything.
There's just dill everywhere. Once you open that door, you won't be able to get rid of the smell.
Won't be able to deal with it.
Hey-o. Anyway, you asked us a question that was something like, what are you going to do? It was an implicit question. I don't think you actually said that, Sam.
Oh, what are you going to do? Now I said it.
There it is.
Do we still see the kid anywhere?
Tarazi knew that the kid was up on the balcony, which is over to the northeast from where you are.
The balcony, like the ziggurat?
No, not the ziggurat. There's like a north of the ziggurat. There's like a little bit of a cave, and there's a stairwell inside that leads up to.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
overlook.
That's right. No time has passed. I remember that.
We should go and find the other smaller one.
That's probably a good idea. We should be careful, though. We don't know how many more of them might be in here.
Tarazi's just gonna peek down at this the southeastern of the huts, just to make sure there isn't anybody gonna come up from behind. Does it look like it's occupied still?
Now, it looks like it's empty in there. There's just kind of like a pile of decaying furs inside, but no bloomins.
Okay. Because last time I thought there was 4. So I didn't want to have egg on my face a second time.
The place not have a door? Doesn't.
Anything in those furs?
Are you peeking inside the furs?
Gonna peek in them furs.
Well,
Are there boots?
there are no boots in the furs, but if you unwrap the sort of disintegrating set of furs there, you find an elaborately carved set of like little people, all in matching pairs. There's like a couple dozen of them where they're like all just 2 of each kind. The carvings seem to be made of bone, and based on the number of them and how they're all paired, they might be pieces from some long-forgotten game. You could probably get a hefty sum from an interested buyer of curiosities.
I guess quickly check if they're magic.
They do not appear to be magic.
It's like a very well-carved, like, chess set type thing.
Yeah, kind of like a chess set, really.
These are neat, if not a bit macabre.
They're kind of pretty. Kind of.
They're very detailed.
Maybe this is what the little ones play with. And we can entreat them to just leave us alone to take these.
Do the carvings look like they have skin? It's hard to tell because they're made of bone.
I like that non-answer.
I like the long wait between the question and the answer when the person asking the question is the only person with a written description of them.
Sometimes I forget that I'm the one who knows these things.
Tarazi's gonna
go for it.
interrupt. Tarazi's gonna have Levi stand watch over by where the broken stairs is, because Tarazi remembers the kid was able to climb up that way, and he would rather the kid not slink down one set of stairs as we try to climb up the stable one.
Cool. And you're sort of in a shelter that has been carved into the cave wall here. Tarazi has led you over to a spiral staircase carved out of that very rock that leads up into an opening in the balcony about 15 feet up above. Everybody going up?
Yes.
First.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to just
I wonder...
drag you up one at a time so you don't wind up in, like, Brixby in front kind of thing. You are up on a platform that appears to be what remains of an ancient viewing platform, a place that would have provided a privileged view with a bird's eye view of the small village below and a prime perspective of the altar at the top of the pyramid. Part of the balcony has crumbled away over time, however, and a gap sits between you and the western half of the platform. It is here that, finally, you see the creature that led you here, the skinless, lifeless, childlike creature with the glowing red eyes. It seems to have been waiting for you, and the time for running has ended. I think we're going to jump right into initiative here.
You're going to make us beat up a kid.
It doesn't have any skin. Skin is what makes kids worth protecting.
What? It doesn't have... That is the weirdest response to that question you could ask. And there are a lot of weird things you could say to you're going to make us beat up a kid. Oh, right. Dice.
Initiative.
It is not a very high roll.
So how about Snake Squad?
Tarazi rolled. He pulls out a d20. What is a good gag? That's a natural 19 for a 22.
Pretty speedy for the two snakes. All right, how about Brixby?
I also roll a natural 19 for a 27.
Ooh, dang. How about Alwyn?
Alwyn rolled a 6 on the die for a 13.
All right, and Kira.
That was an 18 on the die for a 25.
Pretty speedy.
Yeah.
All right, we will begin combat. The Rosy Brixby is up first.
Well, it doesn't feel like I should waste a bunch of spells on this. So I'm just going to point and cast a range touch. Wait, why is my range touch so good? Do I still have like haste ticked on or something?
You shouldn't, because I haven't cast haste.
No, I don't. I just have...
Well, it's not in melee.
Yeah, no, this is my touch attack. For some reason I thought my touch attack was 9, but it's plus 10. But I'm hovering over it and everything seems right.
Yeah, it should be higher because mine's a 9, and I think you're a little more optimized than I am.
Alright, so that is a 16 versus touch.
That will hit it flat-footed touch.
Alrighty, here comes the big acid damage. That is a 2. And then also we should add the sneak attack damage, which was not that great. It's only a 17.
All right, that definitely seems to hurt the little child that you're bullying.
Hey. I'm hitting them with acid. Let's get it straight.
All right, well, that brings us to a creature that you can't see. And this is a weird situation in which you kind of hear something, even though you don't hear something. I need a will save from everyone in the party.
Oh, man.
Even Levi down there?
Yeah, actually, even Levi.
Is it a spell or spell-like ability?
It is a supernatural, mind-affecting ability.
Don't love that.
No, computer, I don't want to restart now.
Not raging.
Let's go in initiative order. How is Brixby doing on this will save?
A 10 for a 19.
So, Brixby, you see one of these children, but perhaps even more monstrous than the one you followed. Like, it's bigger, it's got long teeth, it's more vicious, it is directly in front of your face. You have to attack this thing that is right upon you with all that you have. Yeah, that's it. This monster right in your face. It's terrifying.
Uh-oh.
Like, right now or my next
Your
turn?
next turn, you're going to have to full attack the thing that's directly in front of your face. How
That
about
is
Kira?
definitely a horrifying child. Kira rolled a 22.
All right, Kira, you're all right.
All right.
You don't see any extra horrifying children. So you got that going for you.
Woohoo.
How about Snake Squad?
Well, as is tradition, Tarazi did great. It's a 26. Levi got a 9.
So Levi sees a horrifying child like pouncing directly in his face, and he's going to be having a solo fight against a child that has appeared.
Dope.
So that's fun for him. He's really stoked about that, I think. And let's see, Asuma. How's Asuma do? Where's her will save? Where's my D20? Asuma also sees a horrifying child. How about Alwyn?
Alwyn got a natural 18, which I'm really glad about because will is my lowest save. So that is a 24.
All right, so Alwyn's fine. He's gonna live forever. All right, nostalgic Kira, you are up. Around the corner is a baby, and I don't think you even know yet that some of your friends are freaking out.
Yeah, no, I don't think Kira has any idea, or else she would tend to that. But she did see Brixby attack this child, and while she has some reservations, she trusts Brixby implicitly. So she's also going to attack the child. Can I take a 5-foot step around this corner? Does that feel fair?
I think you probably have to walk around the corner just because it's all
okay,
lumped out
fair.
into the...
Could you hit it with your... that would take an action anyway because it'd be a move action to switch weapons. I was going to say you could hit it with your Lucerne hammer, but you don't have that out.
I do not. No, I'm going to go with the chainsaw, so I'm going to step around the corner and hit it with a chainsaw. Oh!
I have a question.
rage.
As you
Oh, no.
as you step around that corner, does a 25 hit your flat-footed AC?
Yes, I was going to say no. Not while I'm raging, or not while I'm not raging, but it does. It meets beats, so.
All right, you do take 8 damage as something you can't see bites you from off to your left.
Ouch. Okay. All right, going to continue to hit with a chainsaw now that I'm here, hopefully.
Oh, wait, did you rage?
Nope.
Should I blur?
Sure. I did rage, yes. Well, I mean, I raged as I was stepping. I don't know. Do you want to call that? You can call that a hit if you want.
I'm going to roll blur because we remember blur in this house. It's a 79 anyways.
Okay. That is just a 3 on the die, so a 25 to hit
25 will not hit the baby.
will not hit the child. Okay, well, that's it. That's my turn.
And that's
All done.
probably for the best that you didn't hit the child, you know?
I suppose so.
Oh, I do need a will save from you also.
Oh. Not much better. That is going to be a 19, which I feel like was not good enough for Brixby.
When you get chomped, you just, like, the pain really, really lingers. And you just take an extra 3 damage.
Ouch.
Nothing to worry about.
All right, that's my turn. I've been chomped. I missed. Had to take an extra step. It's rough.
It is rough. So I think this little guy here, I mean, he's got somebody right in his face. He's done messing around, I think. He's just gonna... Well, wait a second. Is the gaze just automatic? It doesn't say if the gaze is automatic. The gaze is probably automatic, right?
Jeff nodded.
So I also need will saves from the people who can see this guy, which right now would be, I think, Kira, Tarazi, and Brixby.
Is it also mind affecting?
It is also mind affecting fear in this case.
I have a special thing against that one. Like a +2.
Alright, Brixby, what do you got?
I roll a 2 for a 12.
So you are racked with telepathic pain. For the next 2 rounds, you do take a -4 to all attack rolls, skill checks, and ability checks.
Oh, hey, I know that spell.
How about Levi? Or Ash? What? Tarazi.
Tarazi gets a... You rolled a 3 for 14. Does 14 pass Sam?
It doesn't, but luckily you only get 1 round of that agonizing pain.
Dope.
And Kira.
It's a 15 on the die, plus a 14, plus a 2, as Kira clutches Parta's dagger and overcomes the fear, I hope.
Yeah, so no extra agonizing fear pain for Kira, but she is going to get a little claw bite.
Little claw bite.
So that is going to be a 26 on the first claw.
Meets beats.
And on the blur, an 87. That is 5 claw damage.
5 claw.
Second claw is a 29.
That's higher than 26.
76 on the blur.
That's higher than 25.
7 damage.
7 claw.
And then the bite is definitely going to hit with a natural 19, but that's not a crit. 86 on the blur, and we need a different die. That is 6 on the chomp damage.
6. All right. Being chomped.
All right. You've been chopped a bunch of times. And let's see, you don't get any extra pain for that. So, Snake Squad. Levi has to spend his entire turn trying to kill a little ghost baby that is attacking him.
Okay. Do I need to roll for this fictitious apparition?
I don't think so, but you do get to roll a will save at the end of his turn.
Okay, this hot +4 that Levi has, all I need to do is roll at least a 16. Nah, it's another dice for the jail, 7 total.
Alright, so he is still occupied with ghost chomping. But Tarazi
Very
gets
cool.
a turn.
Yay. Tarazi is going to start moving towards this creature. Does he run into something here?
Yeah, he bumps into a creature in that square there.
Okay, so then that would have... Yeah, well, I started a movement, so even though I was only 5 feet, that's fine. I want to say moving into its square, I would provoke from it.
Sure would.
Neat.
How does a 20 or a 30, an even 30 against flat-footed because he can't see it?
Bah! Flat-footed 29, you got me.
All right, that is 7 chomp damage.
There's another one here. It chomped me. And it seems like they're a little hard to hit, so we'll try one time, one turn with power attack on, and if I don't roll well enough, it's gonna come off. But that's a 32 total, so that better hit.
Yeah, but I do need concealment.
$64.
All right, sounds like a hit on this thing you can't see.
Oh, pretty decent. 23 points of damage from that null blade. If this is a construct, let me know. I'll add 2d6.
It is not.
What knowledge would it be on the one that I can see? Is that just a loke?
It would be planes. What was the damage again?
23.
All right.
Don't have planes, so that will be the end of my turn.
All right, that brings us to Suma, who is swinging guns wildly at invisible, monstrous children that are trying to get her. And that brings us to Alwyn.
Alwyn is trying to figure out, and I don't think there's a way I can do it because there's cliffs and stuff right here. There isn't anywhere I could cast glitter dust that I could hit that square that seems to have something in it without also horribly blinding Tarazi, is there?
If you squeezed in between Tarazi and the rock wall, then you could get Kira instead.
Hey.
Yeah, in that case, I think I'm just going to move up above Tarazi just so I can see the one that isn't apparently invisible, assuming there is an invisible one there. And then I am just going to hit that one with a... I'm going to hit it with a Scorching Ray. I can fire that one off 8 times. So that is... How many rays do I get? 1 ray for every 4 levels beyond 3rd. So I get 3 rays, and they're each an attack roll. So first one is going to be a 17 on the die for a 26 against touch.
That'll hit.
All right. Second one, a 15 on the die for a 24 against touch.
That'll hit.
And third one, an 11 on the die for a 20 against touch.
That will also hit.
Does that include
Okay.
the precise shot penalty?
Oh, no, it doesn't. So that's a -4, right? Because he's in melee.
Yeah, so that'll be 2 hits.
Oh, and I'm also firing through 2 allies.
Yeah, I think you're looking at 2
so
hits.
he would
here.
get, yeah. Okay, so 2 hits, not 3. And deals 4d6. 1, 2, 3d6 it is. 8, 11, 17, 22, 27. Wow, blowing rocks. 20, 30, 32. 33 points of fire damage.
What was that total again? 30 what?
33.
Dang.
3. And it's all fire if he has anything about fire.
All right.
Which hopefully he doesn't, but
I mean, it seems like it all goes through.
nice.
All right, that brings...
And that will be his turn. Yep.
That'll bring us to the top of round 2. Brixby, you are being absolutely assaulted by a freaky child.
Does this -4 also apply to my ability, or sorry, my saving throws in addition to my ability checks, skill checks, and attack rolls? Nope. Okay. Alright, that's another 12 with a 2 off the die, so he continues swinging.
Yep, you are still affected.
And that is my turn.
Alright, that will bring us to an invisible friend. I assume. I mean, who's to really say? And let's see, I think. Oh, it can't get a flank because you guys are taking up all the space, so it's just gonna try to tear Tarazi apart. Why not, right? Take that invisibility +1, and how about a 34?
Hit.
That is 5 damage. That is nowhere near as good. A 23 versus flat-footed.
That will miss.
And the next one, we're going in between the two. How about a 28 versus flat-footed?
That misses flat-footed by 1.
Well, it's untidy and it's unhappy with that. Kira, you are in pain.
Sorry, go ahead.
But you got a thing in front of you that you could hit if you want.
Yeah, I would like to. That would be nice. I'm gonna try and hit it 4 times.
Oh, that's right, because you get auto haste from your rage.
I do. Ugh, that's not a great first roll, but I'll take it. That's gonna be a 31 to hit.
Yeah, 31 will hit.
Okay. Oh, cocked. That is a 31 to hit.
31 also hits.
That is a 31. No, I'm kidding. That is a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Great. All right. It's the last one. Lowest bad, I think. I honestly don't have a great idea of what that means, so could be a lie. Ooh, that's a 5. So 13.
13 will miss, but
All right, I'm going to roll 3 chainsaw smacks, which is going to be 9d6 plus 75.
that's so
9.
many.
Roll 9d6 plus 75. There it is. Ooh, couple 6s in there. A lot of 6s in there. 112 points of chainsaw damage, Sam, at this small child.
And the small child collapses into a pile of
Sorry, small child.
quivering small child parts.
Yikes.
You know how it is.
Well, that's my turn. Kira looks chagrined.
Another will save from Kira.
Oh,
As
man.
that pain is lingering.
Ooh, that is... Oh, not bad. That's a 22.
Alright, no pain this round. Alright, on the next turn, the little baby thing, opens its eyes. Still laying on the ground, but,
Knew it.
its wounds are closing, and, yeah, it's not dead. And, that'll bring us to Snake Squad. Once again, Levi is down there fighting something.
Alright, I'll roll his will save first. That's a 19.
That is not going to do it. He is still fighting that which he cannot see.
So cool. Speaking of fighting things you can't see, without power attack on, Tarazi is going to take some swings at this square in hopes that the creature who was trying to maul him to death is where he left it. 29 on the second. The first was only a 22.
All right, I'll roll 1 concealment.
$64 again. Or maybe not again, but 64.
All right. Feels like a palpable hit.
And the third one was only a 17, so I'll just roll 1 set of damage. Ooh, a whole 10.
No, that's not nothing.
Yeah, that's going to do it for Snake Squad.
All right. Asuma did manage to shake off the hallucination of the horrible monster. She's looking pretty tired from the experience, though, and she goes, I can't see any of them. Where do I go to? I could just start shooting rockets, just like wherever, if you want, but, that might be rough. She's gonna hold her turn, because she can't really do anything from where she's standing. And that'll bring us to Alwyn.
Okay. Alwyn is going to cast glitter dust on the area. I don't know if Sam can see where I just drew a 10-foot radius circle.
Yeah, I can.
But he's casting it at the point kind of where there's a little opening in the balcony there. And so anything that may be in that area, such as a kid that just woke up and any possible invisible children that may be nearby him and are in any of those squares, have to make me a fortitude save. I always feel like it should be reflex and it's not.
It's will, I think, actually.
Oh, will, that's right. I can never remember because it's never the save that it makes sense for glitter dust to be.
All right, so
You are correct, it is a will save.
this guy right here gets an even 30.
Okay, he is not blinded, but he is covered in dust.
And then how does a 21 sound for kids that may or may not be physically present?
That beats it, I believe. Yep, it's only a 19 because it's a very low level spell. But it is covered also in dust, though. It just isn't blinded.
Okay,
So it should be technically visible to us unless it goes invisible again.
So you can now see the second of these little children. Woohoo! It's very exciting.
Okay, and there weren't any hiding back further behind that suddenly became visible anywhere. It's just those
Looks
two.
like just the two of them for now.
Okay. Yeah. That'll be his turn then. He'll go. You should be able to see it now. It's right there.
Perfect. And Asuma, I think, she'll take some tough shots through cover. She doesn't care. All right, she gets it with the first one. She's learned by now not to do the cold because it doesn't work on these things. All right. And she'll shoot it again. And she'll shoot it again. And one last shot for good measure because she gets so many freaking attacks. Alright, Asuma is done. She shot the thing a bunch of times. She is living up to her excited Asuma gnome day. My brain is just not working tonight.
Gnome de Foundry.
Gnome de Foundry, there we go. That's way better than what I was going to say. So, top of round 3, Brixby, it's real scary here. You don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I rolled one higher for 3 for 13, so he continues diligently tilting at windmills. And that is my turn.
All right. Well, this no longer invisible little guy here is gonna... I mean, I guess you can't really see details, so you don't necessarily know that he's putting himself back together at all, but you can feel it in your bones. I think he's gonna take a 5-foot step up And he's going to share some love between Tarazi and Alwyn, because Alwyn did try to glitter dust him a little bit. So let's just do the claw first on Alwyn. That was a 34 sound.
Yeah, Sam, that hits, believe it or not.
Okay, that is going to just be 6 damage and a will save.
Oh, yay, my favorite save. That is a 15, so I'm sure that fails.
All right, so you are going to take just 1 more damage as you are racked with like the memory of the pain from this claw. And then it's turned into Tarazi. It's going to claw Tarazi. How does a 24 sound? It's not good enough.
No.
How about the bite of a 27?
No, love the dress number, but still misses.
It's very frustrated. It's very upset with you. And Kira, you killed this thing. Didn't seem to take. What do you want to do?
Didn't work. Ooh, natural 20.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Do these? Can I crit these guys? No.
Yeah, you can.
You can't crit these ones. You can? Oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna try and do that. Ooh, 29 to confirm.
29 confirms.
Sweet. Okay, so that's 2 hits. That's a 2, which is going to be just a 20. I don't think 20 works, right?
20 does not work.
Okay. You're not going to believe me. That was another natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, let's hope this confirms. No, that's a 16 to confirm. So
All right. Doesn't.
still a hit. So 3 hits.
Why don't you roll the damage for the first one first, like separate from the other
Okay.
ones?
Okay. For the first crit. So that's going to be 2 rolls. Right? Is
Yeah.
that what you meant?
If your
Roll.
first hit was crit, yeah.
Yes. 69.
Nice.
It's nice.
It's dead again.
Uh,
Well, the other
Can I-
hit can
I-
apply to the other one that's behind you.
Excellent. I will do that. I don't remember what it was, but it did hit.
Yeah.
And then I
Same
have
AC,
one
so-
more. Yeah, and then I have one more hit left. Oh, I thought that was a 21, but this D20 doesn't have a 21 on it. It's a 12, which also brings me to back to a 20. So that's 1 hit on this other guy to Tarazi's right, which is just going to be 3d6. $10, 15, plus 25, 40. 40?
40 damage.
Yes, 40 damage.
All right, it's pretty hurt. It doesn't all seem to go
Well,
through
love to see that.
if you're
Oh,
keeping track at home, but it's still pretty good.
all right, that's my turn.
All right, Kira is done. The pile of soup that used to be a Velstrak is still healing, but it really got chopped up good, so it's not up now. Which brings us to Levi and Tarazi.
Just for fun, I'll roll the will save as this large snake keeps biting at the air and trying to grab it. No, it's a 13. And then Tarazi will full attack this Velstrak. Ooh, it's a critical threat with 39. Natural 20 to confirm.
Sounds pretty good.
Oh, a 32 on the second hit. Another critical threat.
Oh, dang.
Now that this thing's almost dead. Only a 19 to confirm, though, on that one.
Oh, so that won't confirm.
And a 25 on the last one.
That actually doesn't quite hit.
Ooh, that's a
Crit and a hit.
So we've got crit and a hit.
Crit and a hit.
Hit.
The Snake Eyes equivalent on D10s is horrifying. So that is 18 on a crit without power attack. Just terrible. But we'll throw a free shield bash. Oh yeah, it's a 36.
36 will
Bashed him.
bash.
$14 points of damage. I can't really bull rush it because there's a wall there.
You also still had
It's a bummer.
a regular hit to do damage for
Yeah, I just never get the bull rush.
it. Someday.
That's better. 10 on the D10, 18 on that last hit.
All right. Well, this creature falls to the ground, also quite dead. But not actually dead, as it's already starting to put itself back together.
Quickly, shovel it. Respectfully.
Which brings us to Alwyn.
Alwyn will reach into his components pouch and take out his 10 gold silver shovel and poke at the one in front of him with it.
All right, and I won't make you.
Which, if you want, I can make a melee attack for that if you want.
I'm not going to make you roll to hit the lying on the ground former Velstrak. You stab it and it officially dies.
Okay. And that's his turn because even with the it being a thing in the components pouch, it would still be a move item to take it out that way, not as part of like casting Pit. So that'd be a move in an action. So that's his turn.
All right. So out of curiosity's sake, let's get that will save from Brixby as he's still battling his imaginary demons.
Oh,
that is a 3. So I've rolled 2 2s and 2 3s in a row. He has given it his all. Tailblade, all of it, just flailing around. And that is my
going
turn.
in.
They're unstoppable.
He looks super cool doing it. It's everyone I'm sure is really impressed with this one-on-one fight. I guess Levi, we need to roll at him as well. See if he's recovering.
Oh yeah, let's see if I can't get at least a 16 on this dice. No, it's an 18 total, so bummer.
And the only thing remaining to end this combat is, Alan, will you do the honors?
Yep, he will, whoops, I'm still on draw. He will step forward over to this one and he will smack it with his small silver shovel.
All right, well, Alwyn finishes off the final remaining of these strange little Velstraks, and it takes about 30 more seconds for the imaginary version of these creatures to fade away and for Brixby and Levi to realize that there was nothing there at all, and at the end they are left just absolutely fatigued at the end of the effect. For a minute you have the fatigue condition, but otherwise you're all right.
Can we drag one of the dead ones over so that when his thing wears off, he thinks he actually fought?
You have plenty of
It
time.
doesn't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, when he's done, he's like, it was horrible. They were everywhere. I nearly lost it so many times, but somehow I survived.
Bricks, you look so cool.
Thanks.
You did great.
I felt really cool. That entire fight was a really cool feeling. But I'm really tired from how cool that must have felt and looked.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
It was awesome. How you just didn't use any spells on it and everything. That was good strategy.
Hey, I hit it with an acid splash once.
I see why they called you the melee monster. If you could drag Levi up, since he has a climb speed, I'm really curious to have him investigate the other broken parts of the balcony and just have, Tarazi hop on his back and do a hunt for loot.
He can form a little bridge going
just
across the gap.
reach across. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's really anything else up here. This side of it has more broken down sections and more stuff that's crumbled away, but it looks like this was just a viewing platform that has long since been abandoned.
Do the weird chitin kids have any loot on them?
Let me check them for loot. I don't think so.
Skin.
No.
Ring of Prop +3? What a gift.
Nice.
Unfortunately, they're pretty naked. They don't even have skin, let alone pockets.
Well, we tried.
We did. We got real tired doing it.
Yeah, Brixby tried extra hard. Looked so cool, though.
So can we, can we see anything on the top of the step pyramid from here? Like the ziggurat? Can we see what appears to potentially be another viewing platform way over there?
You can see that there is like an altar at the top of the stairs, and behind it, 10 feet back, there's a door and like a just very small looking room up there. That's about all you can see.
Well, we should keep moving. So, we should probably go down to the step pyramid next.
Agreed.
I think so, too.
But I'm really tired. Yay.
The fatigue wears off after about a minute.
Alright, I'm not really tired.
Hooray.
Like, actually, yeah, I guess we'd be going up the front of the pyramid, not climbing the
Alwyn's
sides.
scaling the
Check.
platforms.
Check those
climbing up it like a
stairs for
spider.
traps. Yeah, 28 to the stairs look trapped.
They do not appear to be trapped.
Like Tarazi carefully checking them for traps while the rest of the party is already at the top. of the
Sprinting.
stairs.
Alright,
We're all
guys,
just like
looks like it.
skewered in front of them.
Yep, stairs are clear. Figured it out.
I'm the lead. Let me get back there.
No, Alwyn, get up in front. They'll never see it coming.
Neither will I, which is a problem. What is Alwyn standing at? Is this like a dais, like a little
an altar.
slab
Sacrificial
thing? Yeah.
altar.
Yeah, there's like a sacrificial altar there. Alwyn's kind of on it right now. It's clearly like stained with ancient leftovers of blood or some kind of fluids. I don't know that you all have done any thinking about like what the origin of this place
Yeah.
might be, but
Yeah. Is there like a history or something we could roll to know, like, is this something the Chitons made or did they just move in here?
you could do a history, religion, or a geography to try to figure out what the deal is with this place.
Okay, religion
that
is
an
my
or?
highest.
Yeah, those are or.
Okay.
25 for religion.
That's pretty good. So, Alwyn, I guess, is kind of a student of unusual religion, so it makes sense that he would have some familiarity with this in particular. The architecture of this ziggurat evokes a temple of the Sarkorian god callers. users of strange and subtle magic from ages gone by who held powers that no one currently living fully understands. Their strange magics were said to involve elaborate rituals using toxins and hallucinogens and wild theatrics, which were said to culminate with the Sarkorian gods themselves devouring living sacrifices piece by piece. The East gods, like their callers, are lost to time now, nearly wiped away by the demons that tore through their homeland in the north. It seems like this place was abandoned by the Sarkorians themselves far longer ago than that, though likely hundreds of years, and the Chitons appear to just have recently taken up squatters' rights in the area.
Adverse possession.
Yeah, so he'll say, I don't think these creatures created this. It looks Kelid. It looks Sarkonian.
Sarkorian.
I know the city Sarkosis. What do you say? Sarkorian. Or Sarkoris. It looks Kelid. It looks Sarkorian. And while I don't know much about their culture, it looks like a place where one would make a sacrifice to the gods to try to get them to appear. There were similar things that were done occasionally in the colony. Would Brix's history give anything? Because I think he got about as high.
Yeah, Brixby's history and Tarazi's geography both corroborate Alwyn's theory that this was like a southern reaching sect of some Sarkorian cult. This was probably a place where ritual sacrifices were made, like in front of crowds. The whole place was probably built as like a colony of these god callers.
Oh, you guys sure are good at knowing things. I wish
We're
I
good
knew
at seeing
things.
things.
Oh, that's true.
And
Thanks.
we've got a door.
I'm gonna check out this door.
You're like way better at looking than any of us.
Ooh, that's a 6 though, so not great.
Still plus like 40.
6 plus, yeah. Let's see. 25, 35.
Oh, the 35, the door doesn't seem to be trapped. It doesn't seem to be locked. And though it is like ancient, it's clearly not like jammed shut or anything. Looks like it's gotten some use.
This door seems good for opening. Tarazi, do you want to open it? Do you want to up?
Yes.
It's open.
So when you open this door, you see a tiny room, like 15 feet wide and 10 feet deep, that is almost completely devoid of artifice. It's just like a stone block space. But standing at the back of this tiny room is a humanoid male, his skin stained a strange, otherworldly blue. Iron bars protrude from ragged wounds all over his body as pieces of him seem to fade in and out, as if drifting from this world into a place built from shadows. Pure, unadulterated dread seems to leach from him as he lunges forth. It is time to roll for initiative.
Ooh.
He's coming to hug us to thank us for freeing him.
It's the problem is, like, with all those bars sticking out of him, the hugs are rough. All right, how about Snake Squad?
Oh, we'll be at the top of round 2 with an 8.
Womp womp. Alwyn.
Alwyn got a 15 for a 22.
Brixby.
17 for a 25.
And Kira.
2 for a 9.
All right, so we've got a nice mix of fast and slow. Brixby, you are first.
Alrighty. I would like to roll a knowledge planes on this.
Sounds like a good
assume.
idea.
Alright. Rolling. That is an 11 off the die for same as my initiative, 25.
With a 25, you think that you are looking at a Lampidarius Velstrac, which these are creatures that walk a fine line between being outsiders and being undead. They balance the freezing pain of their new body parts with the burning pleasures of their remaining flesh, continuously indulging both as they gain power. They yearn to attain a perfect body of true shadows and yet pine for their missing flesh and for the potential of sensation loss. They resemble normal Velstracs, of course, except that they appear to be half made of nothing but shifting shadows. This guy doesn't seem to just be a regular one. He seems like he's got some extra abilities, as an aura of pure dread does indeed emanate from him.
Do I get any questions?
You had a 25? No questions.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so bad.
Beat that with my roll.
Okay. Well, I did not expect to win initiative, but you know what? Why not? Brixby is going to pull out some powdered quartz, put it into his hand, and blow it towards the door, casting Wall of Force, walling them inside of the location, and putting... I'm sorry. Just so we can think about it. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, that was a no, don't hug.
Oh, I thought it was a no, don't do it. Don't block me out from going in there. I'm like, I don't know what it can do.
All good, no worries.
Maybe it can walk through this, given its weird relationship to being corporeal. But yeah, so now there is a giant, like a very thick wall of force that I basically just piled in right here.
All right, wall of force just chunked right between you and it. That's just mean.
So it does block ethereal creatures, but you can teleport through it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Alwyn.
Alwyn is also going to make a planes roll because I can possibly get higher than a 25, though I got to roll real high. And I did not. I got a 23, so I don't know anything that Brix didn't. But then he is going to look through the wall of force, and I believe you can still cast a spell on the other side if you have visual, right? Does that work that way, or no?
Let's look that up. Breath
Yeah,
weapons
what's it say?
and spells cannot pass through a wall of force in either direction.
But you know what can pass
So-
through is a gaze.
Yes. A gaze attack absolutely can.
So I forgot this for Brixby. We'll catch him next time around. But Alwyn, why don't you make me a will save before we do too much else? Since you did say you were looking at him.
Keep me honest. I'm rolling two.
That is not great. That is a 16. Oh no, I have a +7. That is an 18.
So you are shaken as you feel as if your shadow is attempting to claw at your face. You are shaken for the next 3 rounds.
And I rolled an 18 for a 20.
All right, so you're all right. The shadow's being normal. Brixby had enough failed will saves today.
Okay, so yeah, just for anyone's questions about that, it does block line of effect.
Yeah, it's considered line of effect. That's what I was looking for because I really wanted to put to just drop him into an acid pit while he was. But even though you can visually see him, it blocks line of effect. So Alwyn is just going to haste everyone, and then he is going to move 10 feet to his north so that he is no longer making eye contact with this thing. And that will be his turn. So everybody tick on haste.
All right. Asuma is going to stand up on that sacrificial altar. She's going to make her will save. And she's going to get a little bit scared for 3 rounds.
They're shaken.
And she's going to ready attack in case this thing, gets beyond the wall of force.
And how long is Alwyn shaken for? Did you say? Or
3 rounds.
do we not know yet? 3 rounds? Okay.
Let's see. What's this guy gonna do? He's just standing there. He's looking weird. He is looking very, scary. He doesn't seem nice. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna cast a spell on himself. And he's just gonna wait, just kind of standing there looking very nice and calm and normal. And that'll bring us to Kira.
We said, spells can't pass through the wall of force, and I assume neither can people.
Nope.
You just get forced right back. Okay, so I'm going to ready and chainsaw attack if this guy, or I guess any other hostile creature, gets within chainsaw range.
All right, and you're kind of right up next to the door, so you can't directly see him from there, so I won't make you roll against that gaze.
Thank you.
Snake Squad.
Tarazi is going to take this opportunity to also buff. He will cast Lead Blades on himself. And Levi will ready to bite should this chitin get within its Levi's 10-foot reach.
All right, and Levi, I think, can see it from where he's standing, while Tarazi is, like Kira, flanking the door. So I do need a will save from Levi.
Oh, I guess on Foundry I can only see like the midriff.
Well, the abs are the scariest part.
You know what? Fair. This dude's got at least an 8-pack. 15, I'll just tuck that shaken condition on.
Yeah, why don't you take that shaken condition for also 3 rounds?
Okay.
All right. Top of round 2, Brixby, you're not afraid of no chitins.
I am not. And I am going to delay until... Yeah, I'm going to delay.
All right. Uncertain Alwyn.
The uncertain Alwyn is going to reach into his handy haversack as a move action and take out a wand. And it is one that I have not had a chance to use since we got it because we never are able to buff in combat. But it is the Wand of Displacement with 10 charges. And he is going to touch it to Tarazi and cast Displacement on him. So he will have that for... What level is this one? Does it tell me? It probably doesn't. It's whatever the lowest level you can cast Displacement is. So he has that many rounds of Displacement, which I will look that up. 5. Oh, I have used that once before. I have 1 out of 10 charges used.
Yeah,
Brix is
Remember when we did that, but we did at some point.
you used it in the Froghemoth fight.
Okay. Oh, that's right, we did, yeah. Okay, yeah, so Tarazi has 5 rounds of Displacement. And that will be Alwyn's turn.
All right, Brix will go now after Alwyn, and will take a 5-foot step to the south and dismiss the Wall of Force.
All right. I know how to delete drawings in Foundry. That's a standard action.
Yes. So that's my turn.
All right, and that leaves us with Asuma pointed right at the guy. So, despite being nervous and Yeah, she's just going to shoot him like a lot of times.
Yep, don't forget her extra shot from haste.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of shots. I hope nobody wanted to go anywhere. What is his touch AC? Now, first one's going to hit. Second one will hit. Third one. Would you believe it's another hit? Fourth one, now they're getting a little hard. Also hits. Fifth one. Also hits. So, pretty good turn for Asuma as she just opens up with the enchanted laser and just lays into this chitin. And shoots him a bunch of times. He's not happy about it, but you'd never know to see him. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I forgot that each of those attacks is subject to blur.
I'm sure you'll roll above 25 just like you always do for Kira.
Of course. Well, all but one still hit. Let me just check one thing about hitting this particular guy. Yeah, so I have a lot of math ahead of me. But it's his turn now, and he is going to take a 5-foot step forward off the little platform he was standing on, so he can kind of see Kira and Tarazi just right at the edges there. And he's just gonna start smacking around. Let's see.
Does my ready to action go off?
Yeah.
Or does it not count because I can't reach him?
He's in chainsawing range. He does have some cov, so he's going to have a little addition to AC from where he's standing, but still.
I will take that chance. Oh, no. That's a 3 on the die. 20... Nope. Not raging. 22.
22 will not hit.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, I tried. And failed.
All right. I was trying to...
Oh, you're doing math.
I was
Okay.
trying to get away with some math while you were attacking. I have so much math to do, it's not really reasonable.
Oh, that's how I felt in 4th grade.
It's exactly like 4th grade right now. Okay, so what he's gonna do is... Yeah, he's gonna... Since Kira took a swing at him, he locks eyes on her, and he summons some kind of horrible infernal energy, and he smites good on Kira? What? Would you say that Kira is, good aligned?
You know, that's an interesting question, because she certainly started out good aligned, and I feel like she shifted neutral, but I haven't made that official, so sure, she's good aligned.
Okay, so in honor of that, how does a 27 to hit sound?
27 sounds pretty good for you.
With a slam, it is a 36.
Wait, no, I lied. I have a 28 AC. I'm okay.
Oh, dang. All right, well, slam number 2 coming for you.
Okay.
This is a critical threat.
Oh.
I don't think we're going to get the crit with only a 24 on the confirm.
We will not get that crit.
Okay, that's good. So that is a total of 20 Slammaroo Dammaroo.
The Ol Slammy Dammy.
One more slam. Gonna miss on that last smited slam. And then Incorporeal Touch is just gonna reach out to Tarazi just for fun, because we wouldn't want him to feel lonely over there around the corner.
You know, loneliness is underrated.
How does 24 versus touch AC sound?
Ample.
Ample.
Ooh. Unlucky day for Tarazi. You're going to take 6 strength damage from his touch attack.
Yeah, unlucky for sure.
Max touch damage, and yeah, as this This weird guy with the pulse.
Oh, did you do the displacement for
That is a
Tarazi?
good
Ooh,
point.
50%.
That is big.
Nice.
Thank you.
55.
Weird.
Dang it.
So close.
So rude.
Well, after the opening volley of the weird guy with bars sticking out of his body leaves perhaps our frontliners a bit rattled, I'm going to bed.
Good night,
Good
Sam.
night, Sam.
A night, Sam.
Good night, Sam. Good night, Slam.
Good night, horrible blurry demon.
Ol Slammy Dammy. It's just fun to say.
Against the machine. Against the machine.
Pot Against the Machine is property of Network Against the Machine LLC, all rights reserved. Pathfinder and the Iron Gods Adventure Path are property of Paizo Publishing. See their website for more details. Theme Against the Machine was written and performed by our own Zach. See the show notes for additional music and sound licensing. If you enjoyed the show, we encourage you to leave us a review.